What's going on, you guys, and welcome back. My name is Eileo, just in case you guys don't know it, and I hope you guys are all doing well. But in today's video, which I'm just super duper stoked about, dude, like, you guys just don't know, we have the Bond, and also I'll be doing the Truffle review because they're basically the same Bond, just boy and girl versions. And Bond has the, not Bond, but Truffle has the fire and dark type, I believe, and Bond has the water and light. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the reason why I'm so stoked though, you guys, is because when I started MSL, like, what was it, 3 years ago, Bond was out and so was Truffle, but at that time I was just noob cake kid, so I was unable to completely farm them out, and the capture festivals weren't like how they are now. I do believe the duration was a little bit lower than what it is considering today, and overall, I mean, I tried my best to get it, but with my account being, you know, I think maybe 6 months old at that time, maybe a little bit more, I didn't really have the tools to efficiently farm them out and get them all to Evo 3, but with them finally returning, literally, like, this has almost been like 3 years, actually maybe 2.5 years, they finally returned as a capture festival, and I haven't honestly been excited for a capture festival until now, just because the fact that they're returning is super duper good for me as an Astromon collector. So to all of my boys and girls out there that are playing the game to collect Astromon, now is the time, because these guys will probably never ever come back again, and I'm just super stoked to fill out my Astro guide on them. But we're going to go ahead and see how practical they are to use, which I'm going to go ahead and say probably isn't going to be practical. But let's go ahead and check out Fire Truffle first. Let me rephrase that. Starting off here, we have Fire Truffle, who is a tank type. She's coming in with 35k HP, 1.5k attack, and then 1.8k defense. She is a Nat 3, so in theory she does get benefit from the Nat 3 league with the boosted stats, but her front appendage, I don't like how that jiggles. That is very disturbing. I'm just going to turn her around because I don't want to see that. But stat wise, she has plenty of HP as a Nat 3, but that's pretty much all that she has. Neither of these mons do have skill books, so keep that in mind, and I'm not going to bother clicking on it, but I will click on it just to show you guys that. So taking a look at her skills, she has Adrenaline, 100% chance to restore 30% of her own HP when attacking, and then Petrification, 60% chance for 1 turn. This is purely just a mon for the Astro Guide. I could say that, oh yeah, you could build her because she has self-sustained probabilities on her 3-star skill, but that's not enough to carry her, because that 5-star skill, 60% chance to do Petrification for 1 turn, is pretty horrid. Pretty horrid. Just saying. But I mean, it is what it is. It's more of just a Astro Guide mon, is for collection purposes and not real practical use. But let's go ahead and move on to the dark version of Truffle. And here we are with Dark Truffle, who is a defender type. She's coming in with nearly 29k HP, 1.7k attack, and then nearly 2.8k-ish defense, which that is a big jump in stats, honestly, considering going from the fire version to this version. That is a hefty jump in stats. I mean, the HP took a decrease, but her defense jumped up to an acceptable kind of nature, and I'm going to turn her around again because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's like it's just a cyst just like sitting on her, and it's just like ugh. We're not gonna get into that, but once again, no skill books for her, so let's take a look at her skills over here. So she has attack down on both of her 3 and 5-star skills, and to my knowledge, she is an AoE mon, so it does affect all the targets if she can get her 5-star skill off. And attack down, 60% chance for 2 turns on each of these, means that, I mean, she is an attack down debuffer. Is she going to be super duper useful? I guess if you had literally nothing else, but there's plenty of other accessible mons in the game that come with attack down and also attack up, like Dark Venus, that would blow her out of the water any day. Literally any day. So once again, I would just recommend her for the Astro Guide, and I don't find too much purpose outside of that. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do in a Nat 3 league with double attack down, other than, like, I guess make someone curse, possibly, but unless you have some type of big brain idea what to do with her, once again, I would just say Astro Guide, boys. Alright, next up we have Bond, who is a water type and also a defender. And let's take a look at these stats though. So for Bond's HP, its HP is nearly 30k, attack is nearly at 1.6k, and then defense is 2.5k. Nat 3, Watermon, not super duper amazing at all, but I guess it's acceptable. Let's go over here and take a look at the skills though I do believe, once again, there's no books for Bond, which is also known as Andy Kane, but of course I try to refer to them as their EVO 1 form because that is just the MSL format towards, you know, referencing Mons. But stun 60% chance for 1 turn, and then sap 100% chance for 1 turn as well. This skill set right here obviously is not meant for use at all. 60% chance of stun for 1 turn is absolutely garbage. We have other Mons that are easily farmable that exceed Bond stats. So once again, this is nothing more than just an Astroguide Mon, which I did end up getting lucky enough to Evo 3 him, which I believe is the only one that I Evo 3'd out of everyone, because at that time, I mean, I'm still a noob cake kid now, but at that time I was even more of a noob cake. Just saying, like 1% more at the very minimum. But yeah, there's really nothing that could be said for this. I mean, 100% chance to inflict sap for 1 turn, and it's just 1-time sap. It's all pretty weak. I mean, these Mons I think have been out since like nearly the beginning of the game. So either they need an update, which probably won't happen, or they're just nothing more than Astroguide fodder, which I'm okay with because I can finally cross these pieces of stuff off the list. And he has a bell up here which doesn't look to me as horrible as Truffle, but I know I'm weird, guys, but it's just disturbing to me. And then ending this review, guys, we have Light Bond, who is an attacker type, coming in with 29k HP, 2.6k attack, and then 1.4, you could say 1.5k defense right there. Dude is 100% confirmed glass cannon, 100% confirmed, but his HP pool is actually acceptable. Like, it's above average. Defense is below average, but I'm actually surprised with his stats for him to not be updated at all, which is pretty interesting. But of course, no skill book, so we'll go directly over here into skills. This is just the male version of Truffle. So Truffle followed the attack down theme, and then Bond is following the defense down theme. 6% chance for 2 turns for both 3 and 5-star skill. I would say that I do find defense down is a little bit more potent in content than attack down, but once again, it does suffer the issue of just piss poor stats. So it's kind of like, you could use this somewhere, but is it really recommended? Not in my opinion. I mean, once again, if you guys have big brain Nat 3 season ideas, go ahead and put them up, and go ahead and make Andy Kane or Bond force people to curse. But I'm going for the Astroguide for these guys. I'll hang on to the light and dark as I try to do with every Mon that comes around, because one day they might get an update and actually be good, or one day they might get an update and still be trash. But it is what it is, you guys. But once again, I'm just super stoked that they can return and I can finally get that out of my Astroguide. I also need to Evo 3 Otari, dude. What am I doing? What am I doing? He's sitting right there, dude. I need to go and Evo 3 that dude. But to all the new players out there, if you're trying to grab these guys, I definitely recommend that you grab them, because once again, as I stated before in the video, there's a good chance that we'll probably never see them again, because the track record for them, they come around once every 3 years, it seems. So I'm super stoked to have them. If you're having issues farming stages, especially as a newer player, and you want to collect these guys for your own personal enjoyment, like I am, make sure you're either farming on hard or the normal stage, whatever stage that you can clear out content the fastest. And remember, guys, with the shop especially, even if you don't want to participate in capturing Bond, we do have the Valentine's Festival going on, which gives us a whole bunch of goodies. And at the very minimum, purchase the free energy, and purchase the free Astro Chips. That way you can still stack up Astro Chips while the event's going on and reap the benefits of all of that. And of course, there's like a legendary secret egg, which is like confirmed Nat 4. You get a free gleam, and then you can also purchase both light and dark Venus. And there's a Nat 5 right there. You get a frame pack, which I don't really care about. You get a holy gleam, There's also these guys over here with some light and dark high eggs, which go ahead and test your luck and pull that light Otari like I'm about to. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's nothing new in terms of MSO events, but it's nice to have these guys finally return so I can finish up the Astro Guide. But anyways, you guys, if you like this video, make sure you like it just to show your boy some support, you guys. If you haven't considered already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.